VeriSign bought his first business, Apple bought his second. A man who knows his mobile, Lars Albright is on the cutting edge of changing the way advertisers interact with consumers. His latest venture is called Session M, a loyalty program rewarding users for time spent with mobile content, giving publishers and advertisers new ways to truly connect. You were partners in two companies, one that recently sold, well, in 2010 for $275 million to Apple. Tell me about that and tell me what you're up to.
Sure, I have been involved in, I guess, 4 mobile platform businesses now, starting back in '05 with a company called MQ, which is a Boston-based company. Then I left with a couple co-founders to start up Quattro Wireless, and we built that up over about 3.5 years and sold it to Apple, and then worked within Apple to launch the ad business called iAd, and that was a great experience. Very exciting for all of us to be part of Apple's first advertising business unit, and I stayed there about 20 months and then left just under a year and a half ago to start Session M.
If you could tell me a little bit about it, that'd be great.
Sure. So Session M is a mobile platform, and at a kind of high-level description, we are able to reward consumers for interacting with applications and advertising. So one of the big trends that we see in the space with the new digital consumer, mobile consumers, it's really hard to get their attention and time. And one of the most effective techniques we're seeing is this notion of value exchange, or providing value for people's time and recognizing and rewarding them for the things they do. So that's what we do at Session M. We work with developers and publishers, and we let them reward their users for hitting certain engagement milestones, and then users get a currency called M points. So it's kind of like American Express points, M points for mobile. So you earn your currency, and then you're able to go shop in a storefront that we make available to users right in the app.
So for the layperson, when I'm using my phone and I go on a particular application or even online to a website that I like, I'm going to see an ad, and it says if you click it, you will get a certain number of points.
Let's maybe take an example of Calorie Counter, which is part of Livestrong. So if you're using Calorie Counter, and one of the achievements that you can unlock is tracking your exercise each day. So once you get to that milestone, you'll see a little message that says, congratulations, you've unlocked your exercise milestone. You've been awarded 10 mobile points. You can either ignore it or you can collect it. If you collect it, we have a sponsor that says, we'd like to congratulate you on this achievement. Would you like to bonus up or amplify your points by interacting with the following? And that's where
yes, I would.
Yeah, exactly. So most people, actually 80+% of people say yes.
Okay.
And then you go through an experience, like I said, typically a fun experience, either a video or a game or a poll. Then you get your boost in points, and then from there you can go into our storefront and redeem whatever you want to redeem.
What are we seeing? We're seeing changes in consumer behavior.
We are, so we're seeing a few interesting things. So it's really important when people talk about, well, how do I know someone's not just doing it to go get rewards? The reality is they're engaging with the brand, they're spending time, they're taking that precious time, and they're watching something or playing something, and they're getting and absorbing a brand message. And that's really important. So it's working very effectively.
Well, I mean, it sounds like, and you can sort of think about it two ways. You think about it being a good way for consumers to interact with the brand and get something back. On the other hand, you have the new prayer. The prayer of 2012 is people like holding their phones nonstop and just being completely absorbed in that. And is there anyone looking at the overwhelming social ramifications of technologies, not just like yours, but technology in general?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does. There's a quote which talks about we've never been more together but alone at the same time, and there's all these devices that are, in theory, helping us communicate more, but it is through a device and less about one-on-one conversation. So I think there are ramifications. And one area that I watch more closely as a parent of young children is what are those ramifications for kids?
Sure.
And there's lots of studies that show you really need to focus on being in the moment with your children as opposed to distracted. And probably a balance is what's needed with any of these new technologies, and that can be a struggle sometimes.
Right. So you move fast. This business started when?
This started in May of last year. So.
Okay. And how many employees now?
We have 50 employees now.
Okay.
We're headquartered in Boston. We've got a sales headquarters in New York. We've got people in Chicago, San Francisco, and LA. And we're growing fast. We're still hiring.